some real strong smelling cheese. It's very potent. It smelled really bad. While he was sleeping, they snuck over and rubbed some of that cheese on his mustache. A couple of minutes later, his nose began to twitch. Finally woke up. Thought, boy, it stinks in this room. He left the family room to go into the kitchen, get some relief. He took a sniff here, a sniff there, same thing. Stinks in this room. Frustrated, he went outside to get a breath of fresh air. He took a deep breath of fresh air, shook his head and said, man, the whole world stinks. If the whole world ever stinks for you, might I suggest you look inside? Maybe there's some adjustments you need to make. Bitterness will follow you everywhere you go. I know a man. He got bent out of shape at how his former employer had treated him. Overall, this boss had been very good to him, loving and kind. Just a few things here and there. He could have overlooked it, not paid any attention, focused on the good, but he made the mistake of letting the bitterness take root. Today, 20 years later, the fruit from that bitter root is starting to show up. He's negative, always finding fault, critical, got a chip on his shoulder. When we hold on to things we should be letting go of, when we don't forgive, when we remember the worst, it's not harming the other person, it's poisoning our own life. God is saying today, get over it. Life is flying by. You don't have time to waste another minute being negative, offended, bitter. So they did you wrong, get over it, and God will make it up to you. So you had a bad break, a disadvantage, get over it. God is still on the throne. My friend, Nick Vujicic, we've had him speak for us here. He was born with no arms and no legs. All he has is his torso. He could be sitting around saying, God, it's not fair. I have no reason to live. I have no future in front of me. No, Nick has taken the hand he was dealt, and he's making the most of it. Today, he's a minister that goes all over the world challenging people to not let any disadvantage hold them back. Are you making an excuse for some reason you can't be happy? An excuse for why you can't succeed? Joel, they hurt me too badly. That's why I can't forgive. No, you're not forgiving for their sake. You're forgiving so that you can be free. Well, Joel, I've had some rough times, had a bad break in my business. Get over it. You wouldn't be alive unless God had another victory in front of you. Nothing in life has happened to you. It's happened for you. Every disappointment, every wrong, even every closed door has helped make you into who you are. You are not defined by your past. You are prepared by your past. You may have encountered some great obstacles. It's because God has a great future in front of you. I read about a young man. His dream was to play professional baseball. All through junior high and high school, he was by far the best player in the league. But one day, he had a farming accident, and he lost all of his forefinger and most of his middle finger. It just so happened it was on the hand that he threw the baseball with. It looked like his career in baseball was over. But this young man didn't sit around in self-pity, nursing his wounds. He learned how to throw the ball without these two fingers. If you know much about baseball, those are the fingers that you normally use to throw the ball. He had always played third base. One day during practice, the coach was standing behind him and noticed that when he threw the ball to first base, the ball had all kinds of movement on it. The coach thought, how could a batter possibly hit that ball? He moved him from third base to the pitcher's mound. Mordecai Brown went on to become one of the greatest pitchers in all of professional baseball. If you will get over what you think is a disadvantage, God will take what looks like a liability and turn it into an asset. It may not be something physical, but the way you were raised, a mistake you made, what somebody did to you. We think, if only I hadn't had that accident, then I could fulfill my dreams. If only I hadn't been through that divorce. If only I hadn't gotten laid off. Listen, you've got to get rid of the if only thoughts. If only can keep you from your destiny. Nick could be saying, if only I had arms and legs, then I could make something of my life. Mordecai Brown, if only I had all my fingers. My mother, if only I hadn't had polio. My father, if only I was raised in a better environment. Zacchaeus, if only I was taller. David, if only Goliath wasn't so big. Gideon, if only I came from a better family. Joseph, if only my brothers hadn't sold me into slavery. Now, what's happened may look like a disadvantage in your eyes, but it is not a disadvantage in God's eyes. It's not going to keep you from your destiny. It's going to thrust you into your divine destiny. Now, I'm asking you, do your part. Get over anything that's holding you back. Get over what they said about you. They don't determine your destiny. God does. Get over what didn't work out. Get over the mistake you made. Get over the disappointment. It may have been a setback, but it's not a surprise to God. He's already arranged the comeback. Our attitude should be, nobody owes me anything. I am not going through life with a chip on my shoulder. I'm letting go of what didn't work out. I'm forgiving the people that did me wrong. I'm pulling up the root of bitterness, and I'm moving forward into the amazing future God has in store. And if you will learn this simple principle to get over it, then I believe and declare no disappointment, no bad break, no injustice is going to keep you from your destiny. God's going to take what's meant for harm and use it to your advantage. Like Job, you're not only going to come out, but you're going to come out better, stronger, increased, with twice the joy, twice the peace, twice the victory. In Jesus' name, if you receive it, can you say amen today? We never like to close our broadcast without giving you an opportunity